Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monica. Today I'll be doing a reading on Jack Harlow. I know he's a Pisces. He is a singer, a rapper. I do know who he is. I love his songs. And to the fans that watch this, I hope you enjoy this video. And if you're not a fan, then it's okay. Harlow. First, we're gonna see his career, his career, and then his love life. Jack Harlow. Spirits and angels. Jack Harlow. Spirits and angels. His career. Thank you, spirits and angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. His career. His career. Spirits and angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. His career. Thank you, spirits and angels. Jack Harlow. His career. Thank you, spirits and angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow. His career. Jack Harlow. His career. Okay. Jack Harlow. His career. Only want one card. Harlow, his career. Harlow, his career. Thank you, spirits and angels. Jack Harlow, his career. One card, please. Jack Harlow, his career. Thank you, spirits and angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow, his career. Harlow, his career. Jack Harlow, his career. Thank you, spirits and angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow, his career. Okay. Okay, with this card. Okay, with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like he's not accomplished. He doesn't feel he's accomplished, and he still wants to do more. He doesn't feel accomplished. He still wants to do more. He still wants to make more money. Okay. Harlow. Harlow's career. Harlow's career. Spirits and angels. Angel Michael. Harlow's career. 2009. Okay. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio girl around him, and a Queen of Swords woman around him. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Thank you, spirits and angels. Thank you, spirits and angels. Jack Harlow's career. Harlow's career. Thank you, spirits and angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow's career. Jack Harlow's career. This could be his mom around him. This could be his mom around him. Harlow, his career, thank you, spirits and angels. Jack Harlow, his career. Jack Harlow. Okay, that one's coming out. And changes are coming for him within his career. Harlow, his career, anything else you want to say? Harlow, his career. Jack Harlow, his career, think the spirits and angels, think your Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow, okay. Okay, yeah, he's making decisions about something in his career. He's making decisions about something in his career, or he's waiting on something. Okay, yes, he is caring and kind. Okay, he's not getting support. Sudden unexpected shocking news when it comes to his career. Jack Harlow, his career. Okay. Something to do with speaking up. He wants to speak up on something in his career. Or he's going to speak up on something in his career, so he's probably going to make another album. Maybe. Okay. Let's go on with these. And then I'm gonna end this video. Jack Harlow, spirits and angels, and your Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow, spirits and angels, and your Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow. Thank you, spirits and angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow. Thank you, spirits and angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow. Thank you, spirits and angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow. Thank you, spirits and angels. Okay. Wow. I feel like he's single right now, or he ended something. Jack Harlow, thank you, spirits and angels, and Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow, thank you, spirits and angels, and Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow, thank you, spirits and angels, and Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow, thank you, spirits and angels, and Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow, thank you, spirits and angels, and Archangel Michael. Jack Harlow. Caution, danger, be careful. He needs to be careful when it comes to something. I mean, he needs to be careful when it comes to something. I know I would said I would do his love life. Then I'll do that in the next video. So, spirits and angels, Angel Michael, check Harlow. Spirits and angels, Angel Michael. Check Harlow, spirits and angels, Angel Michael. Okay, we got sorry, apology, sympathy. He may be saying his sorries to someone. Check Harlow, spirits and angels, Angel Michael. Check Harlow, okay, psycho. Lunatic, crazy. Someone's a psycho. Someone's being a psycho around him. It's not good. Okay. Spirits and angels. Spirits and angels. Check Harlow. Spirits and angels. Angel Michael. Check Harlow. Check Harlow. Spirits and angels. Angel Michael. Materialistic, rich, high. Okay, yes, he's rich. Okay, 2 more cards from this deck. Check Harlow. Angels, Angel Michael. Check Harlow, spirits and angels, Angel Michael. Check Harlow, okay. He's gonna come out. Okay, incoming message communication. You may be messaging this person. In communication with this person. Okay, we got love affair, one night stand. He's having a love night stand. And then, yes, maybe saying yes to something. Okay. So guys, that's all. And that's all for this video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget to comment down below. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
This video is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing should be taken as factual. This is all my opinion and for your entertainment. Thank you and enjoy. Hey everybody, this is Sonia with Melanin Goddess Life. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another astrological reading, Celebrity Edition. All right, you guys, this is another reading as requested by my Instagram followers. If you are not following me on Instagram, you're missing out on a treat. So go follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Melanin Goddess Life. I occasionally put out requests for celebrity readings that people want me to do. And I put out a request the other day and I got the request back. And today we're going to be highlighting, I believe this person is a rapper. Listen, I'm old school. I don't know too much about these new rappers and, you know, I know a handful of their names. I have heard this young man's name before, but I couldn't tell you what music he plays, what's his songs, what's on the radio with him. I couldn't tell you. From what I understand, he's very talented, very popular. And this is what my Instagram followers wanted me to do. And we're going to be talking about the rapper Jack Harlow. Okay, so again, I know nothing about Jack Harlow. Okay, so this is going to be new for me. We are just going to dive into the astrology of this young man, see what's going on with his life, see what could be coming up for him in the next few months. And I hope you guys enjoy the reading. As always, my readings are entertainment purposes only. I do not claim anything to be factual. This is all my opinion and all based on my interpretation of the personal astrology, entertainment purposes only. So let's get started. So Jack Harlow was born March 13th, 1998. I have a birth time for him, 11:42 a.m. He was born in St. Matthews, Kentucky. This makes him 24 years old. He is actually a Pisces sun, a Virgo moon, and he is a Gemini rising. That Pisces sun and that Gemini rising speaks to him being a rapper as far as I'm concerned. Speaks to him, his creativity, how he's able to spin a story in the fantasy of the Pisces energy, and how he's able to write, with Gemini being the sign of communication, speaking, learning, teaching, writing. This is all about him writing his raps and delivering his music and delivering his message in a artistic sort of way. So and then on top of that, he's a Virgo moon. So he's probably a stickler for the details of everything. Okay. Probably like a little borderline OCD perfectionist, because I have a Virgo moon and I know how that energy operates. But nevertheless, his big three just tie into him being in the rap industry off the bat. Okay. So he's 24 years old. So I did Jack's relationship energy. Again, let's go over what this could look like. I go in and I do my calculations to determine at what age a person is going to be in relationship energy. And I do this for everyone. Okay. So this could, this basically looks like off the top about 4 scenarios, just depending on where you are is going to determine how this shows up in your life. So I did Jack's calculations. I have his age here. Before we get started, the first scenario could be if Jack is totally single. Now, I don't know anything about Jack's personal love life. I have no clue. So you guys probably know more than I do. So here you go. If Jack is completely single, not in any type of romantic connection with anyone, this would be the age in which someone would come into his life for a potential long-term relationship. If Jack is currently in a relationship and the relationship is going well, whether it's, let's just say he's single. He's in a relationship. You can't be single in a relationship. You know what I mean. He's in a relationship with someone. The relationship is going well. They want to move the relationship forward. This would be the energy of him wanting to put permanence on the relationship. So this could look like moving in together, maybe getting engaged or getting married. This will also be if Jack is in a relationship and the relationship is not going well. This will definitely bring a shakeup to the relationship with the potential of a possible breakup. And the final scenario would be, this would be the energy of Jack just really taking relationships seriously, figuring out what he wants in a relationship, what he wants in a partner, and working on how he shows up as a partner in a relationship. The age in which I came up with that I feel like there's going to be some significant shift for Jack Harlow is the age of 24. So currently Jack is in relationship energy. So this year of 24, because he just turned 24 last month. So until his next birthday, we could see some significant change by way of Jack Harlow's love life. Now, again, depending on where he is in that love life is going to determine what that change or what that transition or transformation looks like. So there we have it. I also did another age for him. I came up with the age of 27 because at the end of the day, we all have free will on what we want to do. So he'll have the same supportive energy again at 27. But let's just see what happens with him for 2022 and what transpires with his love life. So let's move forward with the theme of Jack's 2022. And the theme of his 2022, this is where a lot of his energy is going to be and a lot of his focus is going to be, is in the area of his first house. Okay. So this is all about Jack's physical appearance and physical body. This is going to have a lot to do with how he shows up in a physical sense. So this could be a lot of transformation on his identity, how he physically looks. So this may be him changing up his style of dress, changing up his haircut, his hair color, something about his presence. This could be him really starting to get in shape of some sort. I mean, maybe he starts to work out more. He starts to get his body like in like this pristine, ripped, like condition. So him really taking a lot of energy and focusing on how he presents in a physical sense outwardly. This is also going to be about Jack's energy. In addition to his physical appearances and changes that are going to be going to his physical body, there's going to be a lot of internal changes with Jack. So this is going to be the energy of experiencing him differently when you encounter him, okay? So this is a lot of maturity, a lot of growth, a lot of changes for him. Also with that, with this first house energy, this brings a lot of opportunities to him. So he's going to be drawing in a lot of opportunities this 2022, and just again, a lot of transformation. He's just going to be presenting very much differently. And you're probably going to be seeing a new and improved Jack Harlow. Okay, so that's his theme of 2022, getting himself together in physical shape, getting himself together, changing up his style, and also internal changes that he's going to be making, and a lot of opportunities coming his way. So that is his theme of his 2022. So now we're going to take a look at some of the transits that are going on in his chart, which is very interesting because Jack has a really, really good year for 2022, I would say. I personally believe, just looking at his chart, he has a lot of supportive energy for growth in his career. So we're going to start there first. So in his 10th house, the 10th house is the house of, among other things, our career life, our public image, our standing in the community, how people receive us, how people see us, what we're known for, the titles that we wear, authority figures are in this house. Also, I consider this is the house of our father. So our father is in this house. Prominent men are in this house. But this is all about his career, his public image, things of that nature. So Jack has the planet Jupiter here in the 10th house. Now, the Jupiter stays in a house for about a year, maybe a year and a half, depending on the retrograde stance. And so it has been in Jack's career house for quite a bit of time. And it's going to stay there at least until the fall of 2022. So he does have a few more months of this supportive energy. So some of the things about Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, growth, opportunity, wisdom, healing, blessings, big blessings, being optimistic. Now, it is also the area that Jupiter can make you a little bit overly optimistic, and it kind of can inflate your ego a little bit. So it can put you in the energy of maybe promising more than you can deliver. So you kind of have to keep Jupiter in check. For the most part, this is a planet that we love to see coming because we know it's going to bring a blessing and opportunity and expansion. It is in his career house. So again, he has this supportive energy and has had this supportive energy for quite some time. And so he'll have it at least until, I would say, maybe August, September of 2022. This is all about growth and expansion in his career. This is about opportunities coming to him and him taking advantage of growing his career. Now, again, I don't follow this young man, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say the last year has been great for his career. I'm sure he's had a lot of accolades. This is also the area where we receive our roses, where we receive awards, admiration, accolades. So I could see the possibility, again, I don't know this man, a lot of recognition for his work that he does, a lot of popularity, growth in his fan base, growth in how he's seen in the public, favorability of how he's seen in the public. So this is an awesome place to have Jupiter in the career house because it's all about growth. Now, another thing that it supports is Jupiter is a very healing planet. So if Jack had any type of issues with prominent men in his family, and I'm going to specifically say with his father, this would have been, or this still is, great energy to heal any type of situations that have to do with authority figures, with having to do with your father, prominent men. If he's been estranged from his father, if there's been a strain in the relationship, Jupiter is there to assist with healing of that relationship. So again, I don't know the dynamics with him and his father. I don't know that situation, but if it was something to that degree, that was going on, this could have been a time previously, in the last year or so that Jack was healing his relationship with his father. Or it was just starting to go in a different direction, in a more positive direction. So he could have used that energy to support that. He also has Neptune in here in the 10th house. Now, Neptune is the planet of creativity, spirituality, fantasy, illusion, our imagination. Now, it's also the planet of a little bit of confusion and delusion. Now, Neptune stays in the house for about 14 years. So Jack still has a considerable amount of time with this Neptune energy here, because Jupiter's going to leave, later this year, but Neptune will still be there. Now, with Neptune in the 10th house, this will definitely bode well for his creativity with regards to his career. However, the thing that concerns me with this is Jack has to be very careful with the people that he surrounds himself with, particularly those people that are considered in authority figures. So people that he's entrusting with his career, he's working with, around, and for. He needs to be careful who he's aligning himself with. Okay. Neptune can give you this mindset of idealizing the people around you in your career sector. So you're seeing them one way, and that's not who they really are. They're representing something else, underneath. He's going to have to rely a lot on his intuition when it comes to his career for the next 5 to 7 years, because a lot of the details are not going to be spelled out for him. So he's actually going to have to lean into his Pisces intuition. And because he's a Pisces, he's one of the most intuitive signs of the zodiac. He's going to have to lean hard into his intuition on how he feels about a situation and decisions that he's making around his career. Okay. His intuition is going to be where it is, even though it may look a certain way, it may be presented a certain way, and everything that's being said may sound good. But if he has that feeling that something is not right, Jack needs to lean into that, because his intuition is going to guide him on this. Now, another way that this shows up with Neptune in the 10th house is this is the energy of people seeing Jack the way they want to see him. And that's not actually who he is. So he's going to have to fight or redirect his image. People are going to get, in their minds what they feel like or who the Jack Harlow brand is. But deep down underneath, that's not who he is. So he has to be careful with people trying to put him in a box, careful with people trying to redirect his image to fit what they want. And he really, really needs to stand in his truth on who he is, and making sure that he is committed, or he is respecting his individuality, and he is presenting himself as who he is and not what people want him to be. Okay. Whew. The next thing we're going to talk about is Jack has Saturn in the 9th house. Saturn typically stays in the house for about 2.5 years. So Jack has another about 1.5 years of this energy. Now, Saturn in the 9th house, this is definitely going to put seriousness around his international travel. He may be seriously thinking about, or if he's not already started, some serious educational pursuits. So looking into that. So if he has not already started, aligning himself with higher education, this could be a thing for him. International travel is going to be a thing for him. Now, this is the area that governs his belief system. So he actually may be going through this thing of figuring out what he believes by way of his religion or his spiritual life, that becoming into play. He may be wrestling with if he grew up with a certain religion, or he grew up with a certain spiritual belief. He may be changing and evolving and maturing to another area. Okay. And that has a lot to do with his international travel. He may be taking trips internationally to areas where he could learn how other cultures worship, because he's trying to seek out his own individual spiritual path. Okay. So that's going to be serious for him. His dealings with foreigners, he's going to have a lot of people that are foreign that come into his life. So this could actually be people of a different race, a different culture, coming from a different country, or just people that he doesn't normally align himself with, could be coming into his life as a benefit. okay, to him. And because this is Saturn energy, this could be him surrounding himself with people that are older chronologically or just much more mature, okay? And he's seeking guidance and counsel for people as he goes on this journey of his spiritual life. Now, this is also the area that governs the law and legal proceedings. I don't know if there is a legal situation going on with Jack, or he could be coming up on one here in the next year and a half. I'm not really sure what that could be, but there is the potential from some type of legal situation to come up here if it has not already started here in the next year and a half for him. So just be mindful of that. Next thing we're going to talk about is his Pluto in the 8th house. The 8th house is the house of other people's resources, other people's money, things that you garner in collaboration with someone else or through someone else. This is also the area that governs inheritances, taxes, loans, property, credit, and this is the house that governs sex and intimacy. Pluto is the planet of transformation, evolution. It's the planet of power, power struggles, death and rebirth, literally and figuratively. Now, Pluto is a very slow-moving planet. It takes about anywhere from 14 to 30 years to go through a particular house. So this has been in his 8th house for a few years, okay? And because he's such a young man, this could probably have started like when he was a child. But anyway, I digress. Just know that he has several more years of this energy coming up. Now, because Pluto is a slow-moving planet, the energy is not as, you don't feel it as much as you do with the other faster-moving planets. It's a very subtle energy, but it is a powerful energy nonetheless. Again, it's a transformative energy. So what I do when I look at Pluto, I look at what the degree is at. Because there are certain degrees in astrology that show that something could become a disruption at a certain point. 29 is what we consider a critical degree in astrology. That to me signifies there is about to be something that happens with regards to this planet in this house. Pluto is at the 28th degree. So it is like, to me, it's like a teapot, and it's boiling and then boiling and boiling, and all of a sudden it makes that noise when it spouts. We're coming up on that. So here is my interpretation of what this could look like. Jack needs to be mindful of the people that he particularly has in control of his finances, that he's dealing with on a financial level. There may be some things that are revealed to him that are not on the up and up with regards to how his money is being handled, particularly by other people around him. He needs to be more involved with the financial component of his career, more hands-on, more knowledgeable, more taking charge of that, because I cannot say for certain, but there may be some deception. There may be something around his finances, his monies, that he's left in charge of other people that may not be on the up and up. And he may be in for a surprise with regards to this Pluto as it gets closer to that 29th degree, that everyone that he's put in charge of that area of his life have not been on the up and up with him, and that his money is probably in a situation that he had no clue. Okay. This is also about power struggles. So this could look like him being in some type of power struggle with regards to his ties with another person with regards to shared finances and resources. With him being in the music industry, this could be him in a contract with the label of some sort that he may not necessarily want to be in anymore, but he's in this contract, and he's realizing that this contract that he's in is not beneficial to him. So there may be a power struggle with him wanting to be released from that, because you have to remember Pluto is the planet of slavery. Okay. So he may feel like he's been enslaved to this situation, this joint connection. And I just use the record label because he's an entertainer. So he may be looking at his contract and saying that, I'm not benefiting from this. I feel like I'm being enslaved to y'all. It's like I cannot get out of this contract. So it may be a power struggle with regards to that for him coming up. Okay. Now, this is also the area that governs sex and intimacy. this is, again, because he's in relationship energy, I look at this as him really wanting to find an intimate connection with someone. This is another indicator that lets me know that there is a potential for a serious relationship for him to come up this year. Okay, so I would not doubt that he is either dating someone seriously in secret, or there's a relationship that's going to come up here this year, and it's going to be a very serious, intimate connection with this person. Okay. But I would caution Jack on how his money is being handled. I would caution him on who he's going into business with, who he's signing contracts with, who he's sharing his resources with, his monies with, all of that. And this could also look like power struggles over inheritances, taxes, loans, things of that nature. Just a lot of deep psychological issues with regards to the sharing of finances and resources with another person is coming up for him. Okay. He has Uranus in the 11th house. 11th house is our friends, social groups, technology, long-term goals, dreams and wishes, and unexpected blessings. Uranus stays in the house for about 7 years. So it's been there for a while. It's about to go out of this area of his life fairly soon. So he's been experiencing a lot of unexpected blessings, unexpected opportunities, meeting new people of all walks of life, because this Uranus is all about unexpected change, unpredictability, doing things totally different, outside of the box, futuristic, type things. People that are just different and odd and strange. So a lot of those different types of people coming to his life have been coming in there for the last several years, like the last five to 6 years, and just having a lot of unexpected blessings through his friends and connections with his social groups. So this energy has been there to support him for a long time. It's finally getting ready to go out of this area of his life, and he has about another year of this supportive energy. So I would say roughly about summer of 2023, this energy will leave that area of his life. So he still has quite a bit of time where he's going to be benefiting through different experiences, engaging with different people, friend groups, people that he ties himself to. He could definitely see a long-term goal, dream, or wish come to fruition here in this last year. And just a lot of unexpected blessings for him, which I'm excited for him for that. He also has his North Node and South Node. Now, the North Nodes, these are points in the sky. The North Node is our destiny. It's where we're going. And the South Node is where we're being and where we need to release. His North Node is in the 12th house. This is the area that governs endings, closures, healing. This is the area of our fantasy, the afterlife, our spiritual life also. And specialized populations. These are people that are in confined spaces like prisons, hospitals, rehab centers, things of that nature. So with the North Node being there, it usually typically stays maybe a couple of years, if I'm not mistaken. This is all about Jack healing. Okay. This is going to be a great energy for him to heal himself of any traumas, release any self-sabotaging behavior, because this is the area that governs addictions. So this is an area that he can finally release any self-sabotaging behaviors, grow his spiritual life. If there is a connection with anyone that is in one of those specialized areas that I listed, he may have some kind of connection with someone in those areas. I'm not really sure what that is. I don't know if this is someone on his personal life or something to that effect, but a lot of energy or attention paid towards specialized populations, hospitals, rehab centers, and prisons. I don't know if he decides to check himself into some type of wellness retreat to help him with any type of addictions that he may have. And please keep in mind, addictions do not always mean drugs. Addictions could be to spending, to sex, to, eating, anything. So he may be doing this thing where he goes on a retreat. Maybe he checks himself into a wellness retreat, a rehab center of some sort. But this is all about his healing. all about his healing. And this is great energy for him to do a lot of work on himself behind the scenes. You may see Jack withdraw from the public, over this next year or so. Only making appearances where he's required, and him just taking the time to heal himself in private. So you may see him do that. You may see him, less of him on the scene, and hear more about him delving into his spiritual life and healing himself. His South Node is in the 6th house, so it's opposite the 12th house. Health and fitness, mental and physical health, our work environment, our daily work routines. These are the people. This is the routine where we work with, around, and for the environment we work in. Our personal routines, personal schedules, and things of that nature. Pets and service to others. This could see Jack doing a lot of volunteer work, volunteering to charity. I could actually see him doing some type of volunteer work in a foreign country, where he goes and he helps with building homes and developing countries of some sort, or he's donating money and his time to foreign type things in foreign areas. Because remember, he's highlighted with that 9th house of foreigners and foreign lands, and the 12th house is also foreign lands. So this could be him doing charity work in another country of some sort, or committing money to charitable organizations in another country. But charity work could be a big deal for him. This is all about him getting control of his health. Because you remember at the top of the video, we talked about his transforming his physical self. So this could look like Jack adopting a more healthier lifestyle for himself. So this could be, and because this is the area that governs the foods that we eat, him changing his diet, changing how he eats. So he may become a vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, eliminating certain foods from his diet, getting really serious about his health and fitness. He may decide to go into therapy himself. Again, this mirrors that 12th house of hospitals, rehab centers, prisons, things of that nature. And this is 6th house is all about our mental health. So he may be thinking about going into therapy if he's not already in it, so he can release some of those. Maybe he suffers from anxiety or depression or something like that, but he's seeking help for that. His work environment, I think at this point with his work environment, this is all about him streamlining his work environment and making it easier, okay? Whereas he can create more. So if he's had issues with people that he works with, the environment in which he creates in, making changes, releasing those outdated ways that you did work, releasing those relationships with people that you worked with that are not working anymore, and moving into a space that helps you flow better, work better, make you more efficient. Remember the 6th house, this is Virgo house, so it's all about making things more efficient, making things work better, okay? So that's going to be an energy around his work environment. So to sum things up, Jack Harlow 2022. If you're watching this video, this is how I see your 2022 panning out. I see love for you. Okay. Now, if you're already in a relationship, and again, if it's going well, I see this relationship getting really serious, or someone coming into your life and you making a serious commitment to that person. Your career is awesome. One of the things that I didn't talk about was he just had his Jupiter return in the 10th house of his career. His career is just awesome. It is going in a really, really good direction. I'm excited to see what he does. I think I'm going to start following this guy because, now I don't know him. So now I'm interested in seeing how his 2022 turns out. So Jack, this is going to look like a relationship in a serious way for you. And actually, the person that I could see you partnering up with, this is definitely going to be someone that is in the industry or works in your industry. So same professional background. Actually, this person could boost your reputation. So this is someone that is in your industry and can be a benefit to your career, okay? This is someone that's going to be super, super supportive of your career because you guys understand it. So this is going to work well for you with someone that knows how knows how the industry is, knows how the business is. And this is you partnering up with someone that actually has a really, really good reputation in your career arena, and it boosts your reputation as well. With that Jupiter in your 10th house and how this works out, you're really favorable in the public eye. And this bodes well for a successful career. And your love life taking off in a great direction. Your career is going in a great direction. You getting physically healthy, mentally and physically healthy. You tapping into your spirituality, growing your spiritual life is going to be awesome for you. The only thing that I caution you about is your finances and who you are entrusting with your finances and who you're going into business with. I caution you to be very, very careful with that. Pay attention to your financial dealings. Pay attention. There may be some things that are going on with regards to your finances that you would not be happy with. So get more involved with that would be my advice to you. So that is the end of my reading for Jack Harlow. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If anybody knows Jack, send him this video. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing that I said can be taken as factual. It is my opinion and my interpretation of the astrology. And if you're interested in your own personal reading, please visit my website at www.melaningoddesslife.biz. Follow me on all my social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. And most importantly, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Thank you so much for your time, and you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hello, my beautiful tarot lovers. I welcome you on my YouTube channel devoted to tarot readings for different celebrities, famous people, and famous situations. And today, get your cup of coffee or whatever you drink and be ready for another interesting tarot reading for Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. I decided to analyze this couple because I heard that some people think them to be weird, that they don't match together. So I decided to see what's happening behind the closed door. Honestly, I don't know a lot about them. I know who they are, and I know that they are a couple, but I'm not following them or I'm not a fan of them. But it's interesting for me to analyze their couple. I know that they're dating for about 2 years, and they appear on some public events and they show off their feelings. They start kissing and they start making out. And to me, it seems very strange. Why do they show off their relationship? Like, what's the point? And so I decided to see what's going on. So let's go. I decided to do the simple reading that's called Thinking, Feelings, and Subconsciousness. It's a simple diagnostic of the couple, just to see what their feelings are, like what's the main point in their couple is. So here we go. Let's see. Okay. Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. What's going on in their couples? So the Ace of Wands, Three of Wands, the Ace of Cups, King of Swords, the World on top, and Ten of Swords in the bottom. Okay, so this is what's happening in their couple right now. So this side is male and this side is female. First, thoughts, what he thinks. Okay, so the Moon, the main arcane, Temperance, 2 main arcanes. Okay, wow, 3 main arcanes. There is something, I'll explain it later. Okay, feelings, 4th of Swords, 4 of Cups, and 3 of Pentacles. Interesting. Page of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and Queen of Swords. And the female part, thoughts. Two of Wands, Eight of Cups, and Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Six of Cups, and Queen of Wands, Queen of Sticks, the Chariot, Six of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, the Hermit's on the bottom, and it means that they hide their real relationship somewhere deep inside of them. So what they show off to the public is not really the real deal. It's not something what's really going on between them. According to this combination of cards, we can tell that their relationship is based mostly on the passion right now. Sorry, I'll need to open their picture. Okay, so mostly on the passion. They have good physical act of love. They match here totally, and they like doing it. But at the same time, they have some problems in their relationship. We can say that the man, I don't want to say he's abuser. He's not, but sometimes he's very strict. He's very hard. He's very straight-minded. For instance, when he thinks about something unpleasant, he says it directly to the woman, and without caring if he may hurt her or something like that. And he hurts her. He hurts her with his words sometimes. And that's why she feels upset most of the time. This makes her feel very upset, and she even starts thinking of probably this relationship should be over, and she can't deal with it anymore. But when he becomes nice to her, she forgets about that. She forgets about her thoughts. At the time when she's upset, she thinks of leaving him. She seriously thinks of leaving him, but she cannot do that for some reason. She's like in her comfort zone with him, and she can't leave it all, what they have. But when she feels upset, when he upsets her, she seriously starts thinking of leaving him. Kylie has not only, woman to man feelings to him, but also some maternity feelings to him. He acts like that she sometimes treats him as her little boy, as a person who needs protection, like a child, So, yeah, there's definitely, they're probably people of the same age, but she feels much older, that he's younger and she's older mentally. In her subconsciousness, she is scared that he could move on, he could leave her. And she's scared of that. She doesn't like that. She wants to be, even if she wants to leave him, she wants to leave. And she's very bossy. She wants to take everything under control. She wants to make all the major decisions. So she's like that. She's very, very bossy. As for him, otherwise, he is infantile and immature in this relationship. She's the one who needs to be conducted. And he lies a lot. He, like in very, very small things, and some things that don't really matter, he lies to her. And he acts like a fool sometimes. He plays around. And as for his sensual part, he never takes everything under control. He takes a passive position here. He is passive. He doesn't make any romantic dates, or doesn't make any beautiful nights out, something like that. So Kylie is responsible for all that. And he has such a trait character that he's never satisfied. It's hard to please him. It's hard to satisfy him. Like whatever she does for him, he's not satisfied. And it's like there is a good word to describe this, is overfed. It seems like he's overfed with everything. And there is Three of Pentacles. Actually, it means that there is someone third in the relationship, that he probably, it describes the love triangle. So let's specify this card. I want to see what's going on here, if he's cheating on her. Let's see. The Knight of Cups and Two of Pentacles. No, he definitely doesn't have any lover. There is no third woman in their relationship, but I can say that he likes to flirt. He likes to get attention from other women. Yeah, he likes playing with Kylie like that. He likes making her be jealous. And somewhere deep inside, he is not sure that Kylie is his one and only girl, that he will stay with her forever. He even thinks that this relationship will not last forever, and Kylie is not the woman he needs. That she is quite cold for him. This is what he thinks somewhere deep in his subconsciousness. To sum everything up, I just don't see the great love between them. I just wonder why they are together. Let's ask cards. Why? What is the reason of them being together? The Judgment. Wow. The Queen of Pentacles and the Happy Family, Ten of Cups. Here I definitely see that they want to have a baby together, probably. He sees her as a good woman to have a child with. And it's very weird because I didn't see it according to the previous cards. He is like a young boy, and probably he looks at her like she is all that like mother-like figure in his life, and he probably thinks that he will be a good mother for his baby. Yeah, you see, he definitely wants to have a baby with her, and the Judgment means good news. So I won't be surprised if she is already pregnant with his baby, or she will be pregnant in the future, in the nearest future, or they discuss it very, very seriously of probably having a baby together. Okay, so now I want to see the hidden secrets of Kylie, what she hides from him. Okay. The Force, Ten of Swords, Five of Cups. It's a very, very bad combination of cards, not very good. And the Ace of Swords. It means that she has done something in the past that she wants to hide from him, that can hurt him really, really bad. And she's scared that he will find out. So she keeps it as a secret somewhere deep inside, and she takes care that nobody would let him know. And it's something very bad, some betrayal probably. Strength is a card of foolish women, so that must be it probably. So now let's see what he hides from her. The Emperor, Ten of Wands, the Star, and Seven of Wands. Okay, now he's struggling. There is some problems with the law, or some officials or some official documents that appeared long ago. I mean, not yesterday. And he tries to solve it on his own. And this is the thing that he is hiding from Kylie at the moment. Something with his official documents, with the officials, with the law, some problem here. And he's really struggling through this. I don't know what kind of problem this is that he can't even tell Kylie that. It's very strange and very interesting. Timothy, if you watch this video, please write down in the comments what kind of problems you have. But oh well, if he hides it from Kylie, then why the hell he should tell it to us? Okay, so let's see what will be with them in the nearest future. Let's see what they will have in the nearest future. I would say like a year and a half, such time period. Hanged Man, Five of Sticks, the Empress, Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and one more card, the Knight of Pentacles. Very interesting combination of cards. I think in the nearest future, they will put themselves in such situations where they will have to argue a lot. They will have a lot of fights and misunderstandings. Kylie will try to make things work, but they will spend a lot of time apart because of different work projects. And they won't even have time to fix it somehow. So the prognosis is not actually very positive. There might be pregnancy of the lady. The Empress sometimes means the pregnant lady, the pregnancy. So let's specify this card. The Magician. Yeah, she might be pregnant in the nearest future. So let's see what will happen to them. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. This is all I wanted to say. If you have any questions or any comments, don't hesitate to write them down under the video. And please stay tuned for more interesting readings. Take care.